Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash, Shalaki. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, of great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Just real quick, in transit, a thought, that I had, seeing a couple things, and then, all through the spirit, what came to mind was just, ultimately, just mercy and not taking it, for granted, and you meditate on that, and you ultimately understand it as the scripture says, we've all fallen short from the glory, and and pretty much we've all fallen short of it, and what is that? I believe it's in Sirach, roughly paraphrasing, basically being in your transgression for so long, and basically coming back into the remembrance, seek the Lord 10 times more, ultimately. And when you go through your ups and downs, and you see certain things, you experience certain things, it just points out to you, because first and foremost, being in the flesh, as Paul said, man, the things that I don't want to do, I do, and things that I do, the things that I want to do, I don't do, roughly paraphrasing. He was, oh, wretched man that I am, just speaking about himself. So it really highlights, the mercy ultimately, that the Lord has for us, because, ultimately he understands, well, that's why we're living in the grace period, but of course, and, but still, those are not, excuses, at the end of the day, being subject under vanity, which, being subject, being under rule, of the flesh, being under rule, pretty much of the flesh, and understanding that this is a spiritual battle, at the end of the day, but that still isn't an excuse to pretty much, put off from day to day, and not, attend to the duties and the responsibilities that we have as a man of the Lord, So when, you gotta put all of this stuff into perspective, and you gotta kind of look at all of this stuff, day in and day out, and constantly reflect, constantly examine ourselves, as the scriptures say, to do, and and from that point, you got to make some choices, man. You have to make some conscious decisions. Whereas though, okay, like, man, we have a flock to attend to, and it doesn't matter, like, when it comes to these video epistles, when it comes to, studying and getting out into the highways and the byways and basically doing the work of the Lord, because I did a video actually that I, just uploaded, and, when this ain't rest time, man, because you'll get caught up in situations, like you will go through certain things, the Lord will put you through certain things, he'll put hell on you, and then he'll give you breaks, from that hell that he put on you, but that, that isn't, shall I say, a time to relax, so to speak. It ain't, you never, with balance, there is times where, you have a little, some downtime, so to speak. But even in that downtime, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still in the spirit. Your mind is still meditating, or something will come in your mind where it's like, okay, man, I can put that on wax, or I can do this, or maybe I need to do this, maybe, or I need to, call and get with the brothers, or okay, maybe, I can, it's a manifold of different things. And the point I'm trying to make is, that's all a part of, understanding the role that we play in this thing, at the end of the day, and understanding that at any time that, you know, man, and that just goes into the fear. And like, because the Lord can just, he could pull the spirit off you. Because if you're taking things for granted, if you're taking his mercy for granted, I mean, what use does he have for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what use does he have for you? You know? Now granted, if you're of the elect, you know, you're not going to really have a choice, because the hell is going to be put on you, whereas though you're going to, you know, he's going to put that heat to you, so to speak, and he's going to put the fire to you, and then once that fire get to you, you're going to, you know, want to make some moves, you know, all through the spirit. But that's not where you want to be at. It's when the Lord start correcting you, man, like, it gets harsh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets harsh, you know? You'd rather get it, like I said in the video that I put up, you'd rather get it from a brother. You know, you'd rather get that exhortation or that rebuke or that admonishment from a brother, man. Because, you know, even though that it's coming from a brother, that's still from the Lord. You know, but you rather get it in that way rather than him dealing with your ass directly, because he'll put some shit on you, you know? He definitely will. So, you know, all in all, just the mercy, man, don't take it for granted, and always ask for it, you know? Because, man, of course he understands that we're not perfect in the flesh. You know, we go off continually. That's why we're laboring in this thing, so, you know, ultimately we can, you know, man, be saved from the up and coming calamities that's about to take place, you know, on this earth, and ultimately for these incorruptible bodies, man, you know, for these corruptible bodies to be made incorruptible, as the scripture says. Okay, we're looking to be made perfect. You know, Hebrews the 8th chapter, Jeremiah the 31st chapter. You know, we're looking for that the laws to be placed within us, so we can ultimately be perfect, so the Lord can be pleased with us, you know, at the end of the day, you know. But so and it just all boils down to mercy, you know, at the end of the day, you know. And how much more so with, you know, the times that we're living in and the times that we're approaching. Because we're pretty much here. It was just a couple more prophecies that needs to take place, you know, literally a couple more, you know. And once you know, you start talking about the microchip, you know, which is the mark of the beast, you know, the RFID microchip. Once that is made, you know, once that manifests itself, okay, and you know, these people out here accepting it. I mean, we that's it. You know, it's a wrap. You know, we could be looking for the Lord to come back at any time or any day. You know, because the wars, the rumors of wars, like all this stuff is here. You know, the uproars of the people. You know, all this rioting, and you know, all the things that the Lord prophesied is here. You know, and like I said, it's just, you know, like the scriptures say, we're waiting for a couple more prophecies to come to pass, so we can get out of here, you know, at the end of the day, you know. So, you know, like I said, I just wanted to hammer on the mercy, because, like I said, you see certain things, and it brings it to mind, you know, brings it to your attention, that the Lord is, you know, the Lord will constantly remind you, like, I'm having mercy on you, you know what I'm saying? Because for real, ultimately, we understand that we deserve death at the end of the day, you know. We know, man, like I said in the beginning of the video, we all falling short, man, you know. So all we can do is just, you know, try to labor, you know, and try to work. I mean, we in debt. We trying to work that debt off, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And so it's you know, how much work, you know, when it, you know, charity as well, you know, which this is a form of charity, you know what I'm saying, you know, the edification, the exhortation, things of that nature, you know. But, you know, just, we see, I know brothers want to get the fuck out of here, you know, at the end of the day. So, you know, how much more, you know, the more we do, you know what I'm saying, the more we do, the faster we get out here, you know, all through the Spirit, you know. But, you know, man, that was the point, you know, all in all. Like, I don't want to make this too long. Just the mercy, man, you know. If you're looking for it, man, you know, just, you gotta, of course, you gotta pray and ask for it at the end of the day. But, you know, labor, continue, you know, walk in the Spirit, you know, walk in the Spirit. So, you know, with that, all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shem Yahushua. You know, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.